everyone, Senrai Kai here. Today I'm going to be watching the third episode of Soredemo Ayumu wa Yosetekuru. And last episode was fun because we had the sports festival, which means running around and teamwork and cooperation and getting points and, taking bandanas, scavenger hunts. It's just a lot of fun stuff, really, in general, especially the three-legged race. You can always have a lot of fun with that. That's for sure. And also Takeru and Sakurako. We got like a lot of focus on those two because they're kind of like a secondary couple essentially. They both have library duty together, I believe, and they clearly get along quite well. Even if Sakurako kind of like hypnotizes him occasionally to get him to do stuff, but no relationship is perfect, I suppose, and he doesn't seem to mind too much, I don't think. But yeah, he also became a new member of the Shogi Club, like a ghost member, because he can't sacrifice walking home together with Sakurako, like priorities, right? And of course, Takeru doesn't really want a real third member, like, because it'd be a real third wheel more than anything else. So ghost members are ideal. So just get one more ghost member, and bam, we're like a real club. It'd be great. But yeah, also we had a fun little bit at the very end with our main couple. But anyway, we're here for episode 3, so let's jump on in and have fun. 3, 2, 1, play. This is the right place. He didn't even look in our direction when he said that. Yo to you too. I can't wait to this set up properly. Okay. It's all good now. So, you don't want to make eye contact either? Because you're not even looking in his direction. Okay, there we go. I mean, she could still be feeling a little bit awkward with how they separated at the end of last episode, but yeah, the hair is what she's trying to point out, clearly. It's not that noticeable, Like, I haven't seen you for a week, so I was like, is that her normal hair? I don't know. Funnily enough, I recently watched an episode of Nisekoi that was kind of similar idea. The first episode of season 2 of Nisekoi. Oh, okay. Well, I guess you got what you wanted. Yeah, I had to. It couldn't be helped, I'm not doing this, because I want to. Yeah, that's Takeru. Yeah, usually ghost members don't show up. I mean, it's kind of what the ghost part means. But yeah, that's her normal hair. It definitely is different, I mean, if we were further in the series, it probably would have jumped at me a bit more. But I've only seen her in 2 episodes, so that's my excuse for not noticing. But it looked good on her, I would say. Also, my eyes were kind of drawn to that one, like, single drawn hair that goes down her face. Like, my eyes always, like, get sucked into that part, especially. It just kind of just draws my attention. Man, the animation on this part is just so good. But that has to be one of the cutest dances I've ever seen in an anime opening. I think I would say go as far as to say that. So why are you here? I guess because we haven't officially done the paperwork stuff. I want to go on a first date, senpai. And you already know more than I do. Congrats. Is that kindness? To have a skilled player play against a brand newbie? Yeah, the more I see it, the more I'm kind of becoming a big fan of that ponytail. Especially when you get like a side view of it, it especially looks good. King me. The sounds in Hikaru no Go were a bit better. Yeah, disadvantage. You could just be being humble, you know. I don't think Ayumu approves of any of this. Has a borderline NTR feel to it. Okay, those are female legs. Sakurako. She found him. Now it looks like a cheating scene. Oh yeah, whipping out the hypnotism. OP. I guess we are. Like, a proper ghost member would not be in the club room anywhere. Well, I guess that's how you resolve that issue. The girlfriend, you know, got the ball and chain and dragged him out. How dare you praise another man right in front of me? Very, very clearly. Good old reading week. You embarrassed me in front of my friends. Okay. That is an excuse to drag him away. I mean, I definitely agree, don't get me wrong. If you want to support his love, support his shogi skills so we can actually beat her. She is quite cute, yes. Okay, we're going in this direction. Because they're like not officially, you know, a couple, but they basically are. For all intents and purposes. Yeah, what about you, Takeru? Is there any girl you're interested in? Well, just say it out loud. And that's why you don't make progress. I'll hold you to that. I mean, she definitely likes you. I mean, the way she dragged you out of there because you weren't with her, it's very telling. You never know. Well, I guess that's good enough for now. Well, I guess I don't have to go to the bathroom anymore. Can you just do that? I mean, that could be interpreted as her just messing with you, but... Oh no. Yeah, you just put that thing away. It's used only for emergencies. Oh, what a shame. Okay, that could be fun. I can't wait to go and check it out. Yeah, without question, without question. Okay, we just kind of jumped from sports festival to the culture festival. Okay. Yeah, there were some boxes of yakisoba over there. Okay. I guess that's nice. I only see 2 balls. What's that face? Yeah, that's another advantage that being a real club. I love that just like instantly sours his mood. Despite, him being the one that invited him. I mean, she wouldn't say no to that, I don't think. Yes, that's totally what I meant. Yeah, no. God, he's so straightforward. It's actually kind of refreshing to have such a straightforward protagonist. An actually manly protagonist, it's nice once in a while. I will take all that as a yes. Well, I guess I was successful. There we go. Our yakisoba sales girl. I'll take half your stock. More like the little match girl. As he's breathing. Well, as he's heavily breathing, I mean. Of course he's breathing. I ran all the way here from wherever I was, so... I literally ran around the entire school until I found you. Oh, God, man. I mean, I get it, but... I will buy all of them right now. Are you? Okay. Does being louder make it more effective? Is that how it works? I guess so. What do I know? Yeah, it's very important to clarify the level of deliciousness if you really want to get those customers. You're supposed to be selling the yakisoba, helping selling it, not eating it, man. I mean, I guess if you bought it, technically that's helping too, I suppose. I almost sold out. Would you like some yakisoba, Takeru? You're a club member, so you have to buy one. Don't buy 3. I can tell you're hungry, man. Just buy it. Share some with Sakurako. It'll be great. That face does not take no as an answer. There we go. Pleasure doing business with you. Me riches. And there we go. How many did you eat total, I wonder? Our day can officially begin. Yeah, let's get rid of that pretext, make it a proper date. Oh god, my heart. Oh wow, that was cute. Just for everyone to hear it with that kendo voice. You know, it's some pretty important, like random, unimportant female characters in the show just doing their own thing. Just go with the flow. Just don't overthink it. Just, you know. A date's more or less like a normal hangout session, just with a bit more awkwardness and maybe some hand-holding. I mean, I was pretty sure about that, so... Just, like I said, do your best. Don't overthink it. Just have fun. Buy some food, eat some food. That's a good point. I'm actually kind of thirsty, too. Okay. Do your best, senpai. Bum 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 bum. We got that crepe. Bum 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 bum. Ring toss. Bum 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 bum. I thought you were just about to poke him there. Also, you got a little ketchup on your face there. And yeah, I think she's having fun. He's a little bit less expressionful, but he's having fun too. Oh, is that Maki? Yeah, it's Maki. Wasn't that obvious? No denial. That's what I mean by manliness, you know, just saying how it is, not faltering. Not worrying about what other people might think. There's nothing wrong with that. Nobody said anything. It is quite the privilege. Okay, I don't want to take that away from you. I always wonder what the name of that one umbrella-shaped yokai is. Oh, she's like a ghost, that's... Wow, we just scared those girls. And that definitely was Takeru's voice, yeah. I could tell that immediately somehow. Sakuraga's too cute to be a scary ghost. So I expect some, like, some screaming, some clinging, you know. Maybe some running. It was a slight sound. Nothing to be too afraid of. At least wait till something jumps out before you act too scared. And there we go, the hand holding. Now it's officially a date. I mean, if you insist, I guess I could hold hands with you, you know. Takeru. A little bit hard to tell in the dark, but... He's in a box. Rather than like a monster, there's like a homeless person sitting in the box like that. Just the right amount. Okay, I mean, I get what she means, but just sounds funny. And her voice just is just so soothing. I don't know what it is about it. We're gonna get in the box together? Really? It's kind of borderline lewd. Yeah, I was about to say, we're gonna get some real blushing here, aren't we? Alone in a cramped space together, just the two of them. The dark. Oh god. Yeah, I think Waku Waku is happening. There we go. Was that the right amount of scaring? It probably went over the meter a little bit. Oh, that was great. Yeah, Takura-kun, he overdid it a little bit. I mean, I don't blame him. I get it. That would have been quite stimulating. Got scared by your own club member. I almost kind of want to watch that bit again. We've definitely seen a lot. Play with rings, ate takoyaki. We're gonna go back to basics. With our portable shogi board. Holding hands with you. And takoyaki definitely was one of the better parts. Yeah, it's a good idea. We'll make time, one way or the other. Keep expecting somebody to appear in that window back there. Whenever it shows that shot. Yeah. You're at the shogi club. You can't stop playing shogi for too long. Everything was my favorite. But we do that every day. I mean, I get what she means. He'll probably give a straight answer. Oh, that's what got him? I was wondering what the issue was. I mean, yeah. I definitely get it. Don't want to sound a little more familiar with like the new club member than the, your future boyfriend. Well, are you still alive? Yeah, that's pretty much what I expected. She just had to stay in the most adorable way possible. One more time, senpai, please. We backtracked. Ouch. And when you become Mrs. Tanaka, it might be a bit awkward. But, yeah. Okay, I mean, we took a step forward and then a step back there, but... At least we got to experience that for a little bit. I never really thought much until now about what she prefers to him as, So, until you pointed out, I didn't really click to me the whole, referring to Takuya more familiarly than she does with him. I'm going to talk more about this in the discussion. And yeah, just roll the credits. Okay. Well, that was the third episode of Soredemo Ayumu wa Yosetekuru. I don't think I'm ever going to truly memorize that title, but yeah, this was a solid episode. Definitely a bit unexpected to go like immediately from a sports festival to the culture festival, but I suppose it's fine, right? And yeah, we are part of a club, but not like an official club, so we didn't really have a club thing that we did for the festival. Because sometimes you do that, you know. Classes do displays and stuff. Clubs can do stuff, you know. I know I've seen some anime where like a swimming club would do something and stuff like that, but yeah, Ayumu's class not really doing anything, so good chance to just go on a date with Senpai during the day. But I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. First, we had the whole hairstyle thing, which she changes her hair, because the first thing we see is her very much like turned like that. I misinterpreted that initially, thinking it was just like deliberately avoiding eye contact, maybe because still feeling a little bit embarrassed with how things ended off in the last episode. That was kind of my mental space, really. And yeah, the hairstyle change I didn't really notice. I think it's mostly because, yeah, there's only one part of her hair that really draws my attention, and it's that middle part, and along with the, you know, massive forehead, right? That's usually what I focus on. So, but once I actually, you know, once I became aware of the ponytail, yeah, she looks great with it, like without question, and especially with those side camera shots. I did like her just very blatantly trying to showcase the hairstyle change. But yeah, he noticed, you know, he may not see something right away, but he definitely notices, right? But yeah, Takeru did show up, you know. I think we did like the paperwork and stuff with him there, I guess, and we were gonna do a game. We did been a part of a game until the wife came to drag him away, more or less. So yeah, and Takeru really wasn't a big fan of him being there. Like, he really wanted him to be that ghost member that doesn't show up, and he was there playing the game with Senpai while he was kind of at the kid table playing with his own little portable shogi table, not being able to do the cool sound effects as he places down the tiles, and just some straight up jealousy from him. You know, even Senpai picks up on that, right? But eventually, yeah, he left, so they got to have their alone time once again, and we got some time between Takeru and Sakurako, right? And yeah, I was pretty sure they weren't going out just yet. You know, they were just same kind of friend status as Ayumu and Urushi, right? You know, where they clearly like each other, but they're not a couple. Yeah, they're definitely kind of that same sort of scenario, except it's a little bit harder to tell with Sakurako specifically. I mean, because with those two, you know for a fact they both like each other. They just haven't officially made themselves into a couple yet. And with, obviously, Takeru makes it pretty clear to us that he likes her. Like, there's no real doubt about that. And it's also pretty obvious with Sakurako, but not, like, as obvious, because I don't think we actually get any kind of monologue stuff with her the same way. We get... Yeah, I think she might be... Is she the only character out of the main ones where we don't get any internal, like... Be able to hear internal monologues? I don't think we do with her, and... Yeah, I think maybe... I feel like we've gotten that with both Ayumu and Urushi. I didn't really think about it until now, but I think so. But regardless, the point is we don't get the internal stuff with her, so we can only go by what she actually says out loud, and what she actually says out loud makes it seem like she's not really self-aware of any kind of romantic feelings about him. But at the very least, we know for a fact she wants to spend time with him. Like, there's no one that she places above him, like friend-wise, that she wants to hang out with. So that's probably enough, really, for now at least. And I'm sure, regardless of what she feels, what she's aware of, eventually they'll become a couple. You know, just give it time, right? That's the takeaway, regardless. But yeah, that was that. And then we moved on to the culture festival stuff, and Urushi did her own stuff with her, like, her class with her, because they're not in the same class, because they're obviously different school years. They literally couldn't be in the same class. But yeah, her class does the yakisoba food stand thing, which is, I mean, I suppose that's fun. You know, you get to walk around selling food, right? It's certainly worse things you could do for a culture festival. But I just appreciate that it was something that's not like a cafe or a haunted house. Not that there's anything wrong with those things, but those two are very, very common in anime culture festivals for like the main class. So I'm glad we did something a little bit different with the whole yakisoba thing. I mean, a different class did the haunted house thing, but you know, it wasn't our class, wasn't their class. But yeah, he asked her out on a date, and basically she tried to like make this into a, you know, recruiting thing, but eventually we kind of abandoned that anyway. So, because there's no need for that kind of pretext. Like, just have a date. It's fine. You know, just do it. And yeah, I really like that moment when she just like officially dropped that pretext and she's like, you know, just whatever, forget going finding people, just have our date, you know. And yeah, we did that essentially. And that was pretty much the first half of the episode. A little bit past the first half of the episode. But yeah, we got to see them actually do things like soccer ball. We got to see Senpai attempt to kick a soccer ball. Did not go super well. We also had Maki blow the cover that it's in fact also Udashi's first date. I really just want to just call her Senpai because that name Udashi, I struggle to really remember it and not mispronounce it. I just want to call her Senpai. But yeah, Senpai and Ayumu eventually went to the haunted house and had a good time. We were going to try to scare them, not too much, just the perfect amount to instigate some of that lovey-dovey haunted house sort of shenanigans, right? That was kind of the idea Sakuraku was trying to put forth, because I didn't mention it earlier, but Sakuraku definitely is, she's like, you know, the support, altogether supportive of their relationship, right? So she wants to help as much as she can, that's for sure. And she tried to directly help here by actually side-by-side assisting with the actual scaring process, which sounded like a good idea on paper, but, you know, until it ends up being this, you know, this cute girl that Takudu is in love with, you know, all of a sudden in a cramped, dark space together, just the two of them. That's a very stimulating thing. You eventually kind of reach your blowing point, and, you know, he just popped out, pretty much traumatizing poor Senpai over there, which was hilarious. I felt a little bit bad for her, but it was mostly hilarious. And they got to just chill, you know, on the bench playing shogi, which, although festival stuff can be a lot of fun, I guess at the end of the day, the most fun thing is the thing that you've dedicated the bulk of your free time to, and that being shogi, you know, with the person you care about. I guess at the end of the day, that in its own way can be something special, even if it is something you do pretty much every day. But that pretty much was the episode. We ended off with that little bit of shogi play in there, a little bit of name adjusting, right? Because that's one of those things that's always like, I'm very much, you know, aware of the whole name thing in Japanese culture. You know, the significance of calling someone by their family name or their given name. You know, use an honorific like son or kun, or drop the honorific altogether, yobiste. Like, you know, I'm aware of that concept and stuff like that, but I really never feel it, you know, the way characters do. Well, very rarely. I mean, there's been a couple times when I was with them on it, but most of the time it's like it's not until they actually bring it up and I'm like, oh yeah, I guess that character is doing that now. I guess that's a big deal. But even though I'm aware of it, it never really feels like a big deal to me because it's not part of my culture, right? Like America, you go to school, friends or people who are barely acquaintances refer to each other by their given name, no honorific or anything. It's just a normal thing. So it's one of those things I can never really just truly understand in Japanese culture, but you know, it's just how it is. But definitely is a big deal to them. And yeah, we very briefly got her to call him Ayumu, but it was just too much. You know, we had to backpedal. But I'm sure, you know, after a while we'll get back to that point, right? We kind of tested the waters, and we'll get back there, I'm sure. But and yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say about the episode. You know, Senpai continues to be an incredibly adorable, fun, likable girl with a range of cute blushing and facial expressions and reactions and stuff like that, which is a very nice contrast to the mostly deadpan, serious eyes that we get from our Ayumu boy over here, right? But yeah, good stuff. I'm very much continuing to enjoy the show. Even like the secondary couple are pretty entertaining and pretty likable in their own right, especially Sakurako. She's a fun one, a very soothing voice, and Maki continues to show up occasionally to kind of stir things up a little bit. She really hasn't gotten much screen time compared to the other four characters, but I have definitely liked what we've gotten of her as well. But anyway, thank you for watching. This has been, you know, the third episode, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye.